What's up, guys? Welcome back to Zayhunt TV. First of all, I apologize if my voice sounds a little rough. I just got back from the doctors. I got a cold. Hopefully it blows over by this weekend because we got some stuff planned. This video is going to be a little different. The story of this, I was going through my MacBook notes and I found this one note that said hunting goal. I'm like, alright, so what is this? And I look at it and it says shoot one whitetail buck by the end of this deer season. I'm like, you know what, this needs to be modified a little bit. So right here I have the same note, but I added a lot to it. And it says hunting goals. Through all my years of hunting, these goals have changed countless times. Hunting isn't all about getting your dream buck or a wild hog or any trophy you set out for. It's about bonding, getting outdoors and spending time with ones we love. It's about learning and gaining experience from our mistakes. It's about taking in nature and taking the time to appreciate the great things that God has given us. With that being said, here are my 5 hunting goals that I will from now on live by. Number 1 is enjoy spending time with loved ones, because like we have to appreciate who we have in our lives, and we just have to appreciate who we have because you never know when they can be taken from you. 2 is take time to appreciate what God gave us, because I feel like that the things that we have gets taken for granted, and I feel like we need to appreciate what we have. 3 is enjoy the outdoors. I've lived by that my whole life, so I just put it in here. When I was little, my dad used to take me hunting out here, and we used to get outdoors a lot, and now I enjoy the outdoors. So 4, explore and seek new avenues. And 5 is learn from your mistakes. Now this past deer season was really tough. I think I said that in the last video. That deer season was very tough, and I learned a lot from that. Some things to keep in mind while out in the field. Now I had to rack my brain about these, and several of them I looked at them and I was like, man, yeah, that really puts it into perspective. When like I'll get to it. Not every hunt is a good hunt. And that one was very true. That one hit me. 2, things may not always go according to plan. That has happened to me. Oh my gosh. That has happened to me so many times. 3, no one is a perfect hunter. Okay, nobody, you can sit here and tell me that you're a perfect hunter. I'm not. Nobody is a perfect hunter, guys. You all had to learn from some sort of mistake. 4, you are not the only hunter that has struggles. And yeah, that one is very true. This one is so freaking, it's 100% true. Your hunt will not always be as magical as the ones on TV. That one freaking hit me so hard, because I'll be sitting there watching, like, what's a funny show? The Deer Society. I'll sit there and watch a freaking 36 point walks into the field and he shoots at like 35 yards. Like, dude, no, that is not how it works. I know dang well you may have put all the work into the plots and the trail cameras, but I'll bet you that your property down there is not less than 50 acres. Anyway, okay. Some goals I have for the 2020 hunting season. Set up a ladder stand deep in the woods by August. I am investing in a ladder stand. I already have an ideal spot. Keep the plot baited with anything you think will work. Purchase a trail camera. I already have a trail camera. I will be baiting these plots heavy this year. Use bow season to your advantage. Talk about deer around that time of year. Okay, so I don't know if I said this in a previous video, but in September here in South Carolina, the big bucks are moving heavy around that time of year. I'll put a picture up of a buck that was down here in September. The problem is that they go nocturnal after a certain time. Once they go nocturnal, they get hard to hunt. Use your trail camera to your advantage. Talk about patterns, time, and movements. Now, I don't really use my trail camera for that. I'm the kind of guy who just looks at their trail camera and goes like, oh, look at that big old buck tooth and everything. Like, I'm gonna try to better use of my trail cameras. I want to get one of those trail cameras that connects to your phone, that you can actually like see when they're down there and then like just go down there and see where they're at. Use shed hunting to your advantage. Talk about finding their trails, finding where they bed down. It could potentially determine where you set up your ladder or blind. Now, something I didn't say when I was writing this, you don't want to put your ladder, your blind, anything. You don't want to set up too close to their bedding because that could affect the whole hunt. You don't want to like put it like 25 yards away from their bedding area, because if you're walking in at 5 o'clock in the morning and wait until daylight, like, you're gonna scare them off, and then you're gonna be like, oh, why didn't I get to do today? Because you spooked them off. Like, finding their trails could also determine their patterns. Not really their patterns, but it could help you set up where you put your ladders and stuff. 6, clear any overgrown brush inside the plot so it doesn't look as messy. Makes it easier for the deer to access food supply. Now, in the video I posted, it may be 2-3 videos ago, the food plot does have some overgrown brush, but I don't know if it would exactly help the deer or any game going into the food plot. Deer can smell extremely well. That did not mean to rhyme, but they have a great sense of smell. 7, if something goes wrong out in the field, don't mourn over it. Instead, look at it in a more constructive way and try to learn from it. Now, about 2 seasons ago, I never filmed. I never even had this channel back like 2 seasons ago. This was like, when did I start this channel? I don't know how many seasons ago. Maybe 1 season, maybe 2. So I had this deer. It was youth day and I hadn't shot anything, and I remember it was a spike, I believe, a little 2-point spike. It was youth day and we hadn't shot anything, and my dad, I was like, hey, there's a deer down there, and he's like, oh, well, let me see if you can shoot him. I'm like, you don't know how hard it was not to just take the shot. Like, that's what I'm gonna start doing from now on. Like, cause I think they give you tags that say that like it's a anything tag, really. I think, is that right? I think they give you 2. It's a special tag. You can, if you shoot it, it's like if you shoot a button buck, you have to use one of those tags. So I literally watched that deer walk away. It's just like, that's my season walking away from me right there. It's frustrating, but you have to learn from it. You can't just like focus on that and just be like, oh, well, this season sucked. Like, no, you gotta look at it in a positive way. And number 8 is just enjoy it. There's lots of time to grow and learn from every season. That's what I plan on doing. That's what I did from last season, because it was tough, but it also taught me about their patterns, and wind especially. Wind was very bad last season. Literally youth day, this 2019 deer season, literally youth day, it was blowing like 20-mile-per-hour winds. I'm like, dude, you cannot hunt this. It was so bad, and Dad and I thought the blind was gonna blow away and take us with it. You can't hunt in that, and the deer aren't gonna move in it. And that's what I was talking about, like DNR. Oh, I actually got a survey from DNR. It was like, how many deer did you shoot? Where did you hunt? Literally every circle, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's just like, I felt bad filling it out. I'm like, hey, they're the ones who have to read this. I'm the one who has to write it. It wasn't fun filling it out, I'll tell you that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It says you should I can't talk. You should share this on YouTube. Maybe it'll inspire and or motivate others, possibly change the way people view the way of hunting. I mean, I hope some of y'all agreed with some of the stuff I said. I don't know. Like I said, some of this is from a long time ago. Some of this is new stuff, like learning to learn from your mistakes and stuff like that. I don't know, inspiring would be the word I would use. Maybe it changed a few viewpoints on how you see hunting. Also, I will be taking a group of friends down to Blackstock this weekend to do a little shed hunting. It's a huge property, so it's not like I can just go down there and walk everywhere. I think what we're going to do is going to be Jordan, Hunter, me, Josh, and Cody. The 5 of us are going to go down there. We're going to go shed hunt for a few hours. Maybe my dad will go. I don't know. I don't think he's into shed hunting, is he? I don't know. This one I found not too long. It was like 2 weeks before deer season was over. And I really kind of want to go down there and see if I can find this guy's other half. Like, seriously, guys. Look at this. Like, look at this. Never would I ever think that I'd find a shed like this. Like, this is freaking ridiculous. Hold on, thumbnail. Wait. Wait, would that be a good thumbnail? Or how about this? How about that? No. So yeah, like I said, how I found this one, I literally just was walking down this path and I just happened to look over and it's just sitting there. Like, this big old antler is just sitting there. I'm like, so nothing's gonna pick this up? Okay, it's mine. It would be really cool to find this guy's other half. That would be awesome. What? I bet this is a potential 10 point. This gotta be at least a 10 point, guys. Look at that. Look at this. Look at it. That is awesome. And I got a few others from my dad. And yeah, I've had these forever. This is from when my dad used to go back in the day. 2 little lefties here. And yeah, I've held on to them forever. And I think that's kind of how I got into. Whoa! I think that's kind of how I got into shed hunting. Because of my dad. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry my voice sounds so dull. It's just like I can't really talk real loud. It's because of my throat. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, we're gonna hopefully go shed hunting this weekend. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.